Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman, my favorite character.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Holy moly, welcome back to another episode of We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
The.
I have joining me, as always, the other half of this dynamic duo. It is
Lilith Hellfire, and no, I'm not the one in the colorful outfit. Y'all know Phil loves Nightwing, so.
That's right, kids. This is the first week of our 3-week special on Batman 66.
You should have made the boys do a Batman 66 comic over on Azrael, but there's no Azrael in the Batman 66, unfortunately.
I think Russell's still traumatized. All right. So this time around, we're going to do a 2-part King Tut episode from season 1. We're going to cover. Try to get the titles right on this.
Curse of the Tut and the Pharaoh's in a rut.
Yep. They love the rhyme for a while. The 2-part.
Oh yeah, the Joker. The 2-1 before this, the Joker jumps an ace and Batman sets the pace. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was just a season 1 thing, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that lasted the whole series. No.
Oh no, I see some in season 2. Now that I think about it.
Yeah,
Hot off the griddle and the cat and the fiddle.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I think there were some season 2, but yeah, I don't think it went all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So yes, 3 episodes. We'll cover each season an episode. So yeah, this time we're doing season 1. All right, should we jump into these?
Yeah, let's do it. This was a interesting rewatch.
The Curse of Tut, which was season 1, episode 27. Air date April 13th, 1966, which was literally to the day my mom's 10th birthday.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you putting your mom's business out there? Why are you putting our mom's business out there like that?
I'm just saying the show's old. Writers Robert C. Dennis and Earl Barrett. Director Charles R. Rondow.
I think he directed a lot of those episodes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they had their whole little stable of directors.
You know what we should have done, and we'll probably get around to this eventually. We should have done the 66 film.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that. Yeah, you know what we should do.
July 30th is when it came out, I think.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that as some kind of special event. See if we can wrangle some of these other people in here.
It's like wrangling cats, trying to collaborate with other podcasters, honestly. But yeah, I'd love it.
Literally, cats, owls. I know.
Who
wants to do an episode? All right. So the plot for this one was when an ex-Yale scholar, boy, I forgot that because they didn't mention that 50 times in these 2 episodes. When an ex-Yale scholar of Egyptology sustains a head in When an ex-Yale scholar of Egyptology sustains a head wound during a student riot, he suffers the delusion that he is none other than King Tut. Believing Gotham City to be a modern-day Thebes, the king of the now decides to take it over and make it his own. He arrives in the middle of Gotham's Central Park inside a gigantic sphinx, and then announces his demands, including the deaths of Batman and Robin. The dynamic duo attempt to break into the Sphinx, but they soon become involved in a fight with Tutlings, Nefertiti, Visor, and Scrivener. Having escaped, Bruce Wayne then visits the Egypt exhibit at the Gotham Museum and amid much publicity, hoping that this will give him an opportunity to trap Tut and his henchmen. However, when the tour is underway, an ancient mummy comes to life and causes the crowd to flee in terror. Bruce calls for a doctor, but the ambulance that arrives is driven by Tut's henchmen. They lower Bruce out into the hallway. He leans down to check the mummy for speech. One of Tut's henchmen sprays him with a sedative. The mummy is replaced by the stunned Wayne on the gurney and strapped down. They bind and gag Bruce with a white bandana over his mouth. They give one final long spray of the sedative to Bruce's face through the stocking. All three men laugh with delight as Bruce struggles in vain against his bonds. Just before he is rendered unconscious, he is now spirited away and at the mercy of the mummy Tut in disguise. What is They don't mention it in the synopsis, but they do mention the trap. Yeah, although Bruce Wayne escapes the villain's ambulance using the gurney, he soon finds himself steering towards an incomplete bridge with a 300-foot drop. He rides the gurney he is trapped on closer and closer, waiting for the inevitable. That's how they end the episode, kids. Holy cliffhanger! Bruce Wayne hurtling toward an awesome abyss? Well, what will be his fate? How can he possibly be saved this time? Be in front of your bat sets tomorrow night. Same time, same channel. One hint, the most horrendous is yet to come.
Bro, the guy that's playing King Tut, Victor Bruno, died before I was even born. Holy
Oh
crap.
my.
Died in 82.
Oh my. Yeah. Again, you figure, pretty much everyone from this is gone except for
Oh my god, that's the most famous thing he's known for.
King Tut.
But I was like, wasn't he whatever happened to Baby Jane? I could have sworn. So it's just kind of like,
I don't know. But I mean, King Tut was popular. Well,
yeah, oh my god, yeah. The 60s kind of did have a little resurgence of Egyptology, like craze or whatever. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, they really played with that a lot in 66 Moon Knight.
Don't give them ideas.
I know. Oh yeah, I'm just looking up Victor.
I'd rather watch this than an episode of Gotham Knights. I'll tell you that.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, again, it is ridiculous, but again, it's fun ridiculousness. Like when they're trying to break into that Sphinx and the knife pops.
Yes.
Holy switchblade. I was waiting for holy switchblades, Batman. But yeah, so yes, this was one of the episodes with a villain created specifically for the show.
Yeah. And I'm surprised after all this time they never really because in the comic they never even revisit this, or at least not yet. Batman 66 comic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It had a lot of Riddler. Well, we all know why it had a lot of Riddler. We know what time that came out. You can almost nowadays you can almost tell like when a certain book comes out because of the villains that they choose.
Oh yeah. Unless it's Joker. Joker is evergreen.
It is, but it isn't. Like sometimes they'll forget about Joker for a while. Like how long did it take for Gotham to quote unquote get like a Joker? So
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's like the early '90s, late '80s. It's like they didn't use Joker every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He came in, killed a Robin, and took a vacation.
I still just get so mad thinking about how we had a black Catwoman and a Mexican Joker and it wasn't even a big deal, but now they have done one of those things. And people just lost their minds. It's just so weird.
Yeah, like 50 some years ago, and it was no big deal, and now it would be. Yeah. Going backwards, kids, in some ways.
Yeah. But I don't know. This is like a comfort show. Just you pop in the Blu-ray or the DVD, and it's just like it's such a much simpler time.
Oh yeah.
But I'm glad I'm glad I don't live in that time because like that costume is just bad.
You can see.
Blessed like Adam West was like 6'3", and they chose the blue costume of all. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
I think it's because it's color TV. I get it. They wanted to make it pop and stuff like.
Oh yeah. They said. I think I heard. Yeah, they said this sold a lot of color TVs because that was like a new thing. So yeah, they said this sold a lot of them.
You want to know a funny thing? Like they had this little mat you could put over your black and white TV to convert it to color. I saw it in a museum once.
Oh, I think I've seen those.
Let that sink in. I saw it in a museum.
I know.
It's just like, wow, that's interesting.
But I love those costumes. Like when they're standing in the park, you can see Adam West nipples popping through.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the original bat nipples.
Cold, wet, hard nipples.
I know. I'm like, how
At least
thin?
he doesn't have a cod piece. At least he doesn't have a cod piece.
I think then there was like problems with like people were complaining because like I don't know if like Burt Ward's bulge was like too big or you could notice him.
What? You know, I have heard that.
Yeah.
I heard Burt Ward got around back in the day, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, all the like teenage girls.
All the trim he could get, just
You know-
swimming in it.
You know how many young girls were coming at him at that point? Jeez.
That's so funny.
Holy superior puss, Batman.
And this is the thing, like it's all practical, and I love like the feel of well, the next episode specifically, they're kind of like outside a lot. I just thought that was kind of interesting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there weren't many special effects. Yeah, that was all practical. Well, I think the budget too. They really couldn't go to.
No TV show really had a budget. I'd say outside of like the Munsters, maybe. Not the Munsters. Am I thinking? Yeah, the Munsters, because they were the ripoff of the Addams Family.
Yeah.
The Munsters.
What about I was gonna say, just what I've seen in that original series. But Star Trek, did it have any kind of budget? Kirk was holding boulders that look like penises. Never mind.
I was gonna say, babes, you remember the green dinosaur suit, right?
I know.
We've all been there. The badly taped three boob lady, like no budget. No budget.
Every other episode, they were visiting some planet that looked like the Roman Empire. Yeah, I forgot.
Because that's what they had on the back lot. A Desilu.
Seriously, after this episode, Tut's henchmen were probably running right over to the Star Trek set.
Probably. But yeah, so the second one is it's so weird how they constructed it. Like back to back, really? That's what we're gonna do?
What, the two-parter?
Yeah.
That's all they were. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, what other show? You got like two. I think that you got 2 episodes a week, and
it's like almost like they wanted it to do. Remember, like if you're old enough, you remember that most cartoons had 2 episodes per week.
Oh yeah.
They were like split up in that 30 minutes. Like technically, they're only like 11 minutes long because they're 8-minute commercials. So. Yeah, 8-minute commercials. I don't miss it. Although I have been watching some ads.
Yeah.
I let Amazon go ahead and do the ads. I was not paying an extra $3 because I don't even watch Prime Video. So.
I mean, that's the thing these days. I don't think they do. Yeah, they don't do 8-minute commercials, but they might just take more commercial breaks. But they're short.
No, they do.
Oh, do they?
It's more actually now.
Well, yeah, it's more.
Well, like in a TV, like back in the day, it used to be 15 minutes. Like when we were growing up, but like I know, like the CW specifically, I can confirm this that they have like 18 minutes or 20 minutes of commercial because their shows are only 42 minutes long, where most other people's are like anywhere between 45 and 47. So.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely more commercials, specifically on linear TV.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So should we do the second episode?
Yeah, let's do the second episode.
All right. Yes, the next day, the Pharaoh's in a rut. Same writers, same director. This was episode 28. Yes, the next day, April 14th. Just as the gurney is about to plummet over the cliff, Bruce Wayne frees himself from the straps and grabs onto a guardrail and ungags himself by pulling his white gag bandana off of his mouth and on his neck next to his red necktie. Again, some of the they had to figure out ways to get out of the death trap some weeks. This week, he's just like, yep, broke free. Grab the rail.
That's the original Bat God right there, boy.
Exactly. Halting his impending doom. Donning his Batman outfit, he then appears on television and announces that he has saved Bruce Wayne's life and is now heading off to Egypt to conduct research. Tut sends his henchmen.
Do you remember when Batman used to conduct a damn press conference every other?
I know. I was like, Bat God would never.
Can't tell the villains you're going out of town,
or just appearing on TV. I'm just like,
I know that chin. That's Bruce Wayne.
I didn't hear that smug, rich voice. That's Bruce Wayne.
Seriously, people be like rewinding it slow mo now, dissecting it. Yep, that's definitely Bruce Wayne.
AI, who is that? Tut sends his henchman to Wayne Manor to carry out a second.
Oh, deep fake porn of Batman and Catwoman. Oh yeah. Well, now that I think about it, let me put that on a sticky note.
Oh, let's not. Well, if it's not sticky now.
Not to get wet about everywhere.
Oh.
There was nothing to get wet about anyway.
But
our Patreon was, so go check it out.
hey-oh. Tut sends his henchmen to Wayne Manor to carry out a second kidnapping attempt, but with the aid of a lifelike replica of his alter ego, Batman tricks the Tutlings into taking him to Tut's hideout. Lilith's like, where can I buy that thing? However, while en route to the Royal Barak, he is discovered and knocked out. Later at Tut's hideout, the Mad King subjects the Cape Crusader and his out-of-favor ex-queen Nefertiti to an ancient Theban pebble torture in which the victim is driven mad by stones dropped onto their foreheads. At the Batcave, Robin and Alfred work out that Tut's base is an abandoned Egyptian exhibition pavilion. They set off in pursuit, although Alfred has to drive the Batmobile because the Boy Wonder is underage.
Meanwhile, Bert's like 1,000.
I know, he's probably like 20 years old at this point. I know. Meanwhile, Tut, now believing that the pebble torture has unhinged the minds of his captives, orders Nefertiti and Batman to perform a mad dance to Wild Bat music.
You always had to have a dance break, bro.
I know. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, the synopsis ends there, but yeah, they don't even mention, how the big fight, and then Tut gets away in the Batmobile. And
bro, the fights is what used to piss me off when I was a kid. This is so cheesy. I can't believe they did this to Batman.
Biff, bam, pow. I know.
Seriously, that's what made me like really not like it for a very long time as a kid.
I know.
This is well, you gotta remember the era I grew up with, and so like when you look back at things, you're like, oh, and you don't understand camp.
Yeah.
Most people don't, even to this day in 2024, most people don't actually understand camp. But now that I can like watch it, like in the right mind frame, I'm like, okay, I get it.
Well, that's like I said, I watched it in syndication when I was a kid, like 20 years after the fact, and I was just like, I can't see him punching anyone with all the sound effects in the way.
That's the point, babe.
I know. Well, tell 6-year-old me that. All right, well.
I know exactly. It's like I read comic books for violence. Come on, man. Violence, horror, body gore, all that stuff. It's like, okay, I can't watch it in the videos. I'll just read it in my comics. They don't know. Your parents will never know.
Fine, I can't see him punching. I'll just read Frank Miller.
Exactly, son. Your mother's a whore. I just remember when I asked to watch like their Batman, their 89, and they're like, oh, how bad could it be? It's based on a comic book. Woo!
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
They're like, oh, Tim Burton, that's where we messed up. That's where we didn't get research, Mom and Dad. They were thinking it was going to be Batman 66. I was like, no, that comes later, Joel Schumacher. Only worse.
Wait, yeah,
at least he had the decency to apologize.
Wait, Bruce Wayne had intercourse and then hung upside down like a bat? What?
Yeah. Batman 89 is a special piece of history, I'll tell you what.
Oh, stay tuned, kids. We're getting there.
Oh, but yeah, it's so funny. I just remember as a kid when that would come on, I'd be like, this is ridiculous. Let's find something else to watch.
I would
now
watch
I can just totally appreciate it. I love that.
Yeah, I would watch it because there wasn't much else to watch. I was like, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, literally. You gotta, like, Phil and I are old enough kids where we had to watch commercials. There was no fast forwarding pads. We had nothing. We had absolutely nothing.
Yeah, there wasn't 50 million things to watch like these days, kids.
Like, I remember watching Woody Woodpecker because that was the only hell. Like, it was terrible. Like, not even, they didn't even have, like, in Mighty Mouse. Like, at your grandma's house when she didn't have cable.
Oh, yeah.
God. Like, before your grandparents got cable, it was awful.
Lilith, I sat at my grandparents' house watching TV in my grandfather's chair with his tobacco spit cup sitting next to me. I'm just like, ugh.
Well, it's better than watching your granddad gut a deer. Or rabbits. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, he would shoot him. He just would have someone else gut
Oh
him.
no, my grandma used to get so mad. The deep freezer, like, don't go in the deep freezer, go in the other deep freezer. Like, one deep freezer was for like the Twinkies and shit, and then the other was like for the wild game, and I'm just like,
deep freezer, deep trauma.
Yep. And yeah, I still eat meat. Hey. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed this little. I think the show did get better as it went on, though. And I just find it odd that the movie happened in between season 1 and 2. Like, it's just weird to me that that's when that movie took place.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people actually didn't really like it in the beginning, is what I remember hearing and reading.
I think it took a while to take off. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, literally, I think, like, by season 3, everybody was kind of on board, but then it was too late.
Yeah, it was already, yeah.
So, spoilers, it get canceled in season 3.
Yeah, yes. But I mean, they did a bunch of episodes. I mean, again,
a ton of episodes. Yeah, they don't make TV like this no more. I think there are like, what, 34, 35 episodes a season?
Something, because again, these
34
episodes were episodes 27 and 28 of season 1. So
I'm kind of glad we don't have that. They didn't have that. I mean, like 22, 24 was the standard when I was growing up. And sometimes I did feel like that was too much, but they would always be on break.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever really were on break.
But again, too, think about it. They did 2 episodes a week. So say if you did do 34, that's only 17 weeks.
Yeah. But I mean, it takes more than a week to film, too. So.
Yeah. So they
were filming they probably only had like 2 months in between seasons at that point, probably. But you know, there were different contracts back then with the studios, too. So yeah, a lot has changed since 1966. I mean, not really, but enough.
Somewhat, yeah. Yeah, they're not working them to death.
People aren't selling their children. Well, never mind. That's not true.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not talking about you this time, Kris Jenner. This time.
Oh!
Burn.
But yeah, it was a fun little trip down memory lane. F in the chat for our king, Adam West. I still say we should change Batman Day to his birthday.
Who, Mayor West? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I was actually watching that just randomly. I was watching the Family Guy tribute to Adam West. They had a couple.
Oh, yeah.
It was really cool. It's the one where Quagmire and Brian run for mayor and they go off the cliff and like the ghost of Adam West saves them. It was like the final farewell to Adam. So I just thought that was kind of funny. I was just like, oh, this is the one. This is where I'm at in the rewatch. Yes, I do Family Guy rewatches. Please do not judge me. It's another comfort show.
Your nephew Luca does this every night, pretty much.
Oh man, when I was in college, that was the thing to do. Like we get because it got canceled so many times. We would get the DVDs and we would watch it, and yeah, so it's like a thing. It's just a thing from the good old days. Though the first seasons are kind of better than what we have now, but it's like The Simpsons, you know. They go on and have like 5 bad seasons, then you get 1 good season, then you get another 5 bad seasons. So
the cycle of life.
I saw a couple of people on YouTube that do that. I've watched every Simpsons episode ever, and I'm like, oh my God, why would you do that? Why would that's insane? That's insanity. I'm sorry. By the time I got to Happy Birthday, Lisa, forget it. Forget it.
I mean,
on that note, yeah, I would give these 2 episodes a B+ for as in Holy Batman.
Oh. Yes. I think I'll give him a B for Buono. Yeah.
Nice. B for Boy Wonder.
Man, that guy really knew how to ham it up.
I mean, I think he was born with a mustache. I was looking at his pictures. I was like, yeah, like even the very youngest picture you find, that guy's got a mustache. So he knew how to twirl it for sure. That was the thing. I really loved all the villains.
Oh yeah.
Like they were hammy, but they're good. Like everybody was there to do a job, and they took it seriously, and you gotta appreciate that. You got
And
to
I,
commit to the bit,
yeah,
especially when it's camp. You got to commit to the bit.
and I love how they had to go with the most outrageous part because, like, Batman frees himself at the end and is like, oh, the pebble torture hasn't driven him mad, but he's like, I kept my wits by reciting the multiplication tables backwards or something, and I'm just like, why would you?
Learn your multiplication tables, kids.
Why would it? Yeah, I guess that was what it was, but I'm like, why would you just say that cow protected me? That's it. That's all you needed. But no,
Because he's not bad god. You got to remember, Batman, peak human physicality. Can't be all tech or whatever.
I know. And we never follow up because I'm like, okay, I guess Nefertiti's insane now. Okay.
She's a broad.
Oh, in the 60s. Yeah,
She's going to lock her up in an asylum and give her a lobotomy. It's fine.
Was she one of the Kennedys? Jeez.
Well, maybe. If you know, you know.
Yeah, she's a broad. She don't need her Monty.
Yeah, don't go digging into history if you don't know already. It's sad. Anyway, I thought you said you wanted to talk about some new books, yeah?
Yeah, let's talk some books.
Okay, let me pull up my list.
There weren't a ton of bad books this week.
Shh, they'll hear you.
Oh, they always come back.
They'll think it's not a compliment.
They always come back around, Lilith.
I know what we had. Batman 144. We had World's Finest 24. Catwoman 62. I'm not going to count Justice League. We had Nightwing 111.
I didn't know if you wanted to talk it since you enjoyed it, but I mean, at least the backup in Wonder Woman 6.
Oh, no. I'm liking Wonder Woman. It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's not to write home about, but it's better than what we've heard.
Oh, yeah.
So, Tom King bless his heart,
Mm-hmm.
At least he's not Greg Capullo,
What?
It's not Greg Capullo. I said what I said.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on the regular story, but Super Son's bedtime story.
Yeah, I thought you've been enjoying that, right?
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's like, just go ahead and make that the main book and put the other stuff as the backup. How about that? I think they found a little bit better success. I'm gonna tell you this: the Wonder Woman books have not been flying off the shelves in any of the comic book stores that I've been in.
Really?
I don't even hear people talking about Wonder Woman on Twitter. Like, they're ignoring it for the most part.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just,
and it's $5. I'm like, babes.
Walk to the backup, yeah.
Babes, you can't be arrogant.
Was that the
This
thing?
needs to be a $3.99 book at best.
Was that the thing that's hurting it? It's like, yeah, you got the higher price tag, and it's like, I mean,
the main story is not even what I'm there for. So that's the thing.
I mean, Tom King's a controversial name, where it's just like, I think a lot of people are just like, if they've read a run they don't like from him, they're just like, oh no, I ain't going near this new thing. Or
oh yeah, I understand.
Especially Heroes in Crisis really, I think, damaged his.
Oh, I totally blocked that out. That was him. I totally blocked that out. Thank you for reminding me. That's probably why I'm secretly, subconsciously not really enjoying Wonder Woman.
Because again, his Mr. Miracle run was good. The Human Target, that stuff was good.
Yeah, that stuff's great. Yeah. But
I
think sometimes he finds himself out of depth.
Yeah, and like his Batman run, some people loved it or didn't like it. But yeah,
I thought it was okay in the beginning, but the end of it was like, really, all that for this?
Yeah, they probably.
But that's been every Batman since New 52 for me. It's like, they'll start off, they'll have something interesting, and then they'll just do something that totally pisses me off. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Nobody knows how to write Batman anymore. Might as well call Frank Miller back.
Yeah. And I know we were talking about, they might be, after Tom King leaves, maybe they'll reboot Nightwing. So I wonder, are they going to give Batman a new #1? Because that's going to be the only thing with any kind of number that's not action or detective.
Yeah, we might as well reboot Batman.
So I wonder how long, if Chip's still staying around for a while, or.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think. I wonder if they'll let him go to 150 or something and then just renumber.
You think? Well, yeah, that's probably what it is.
I mean,
is Nightwing going to 125, or they're just cutting it off?
No, it's weird. I think this last story by Tom King, I think it's going to 120 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it was, 120.
I think it's 120. Yeah.
That's random.
I know.
But no, the backup stuff is good. Like, just go ahead and make that the main book. Like, you guys obviously don't know what you want to do with Wonder Woman. It feels like they're just kind of like redrudging the past and not in a good way. Like, it's been done better, way better before. So like, I don't know really what they're trying.
It's basically just the government versus the Amazons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I've seen this before, and it's like sovereign. Really? Okay, that's what we're doing.
And it's so weird. I mean, basically this issue is basically just like, oh, Wonder Woman versus her greatest hits. You know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, can I get Nubia back? Like, I main Wonder Woman is just not interesting anymore, unfortunately.
What seems like Tom King almost pulled a Denny O'Neil, where it's just basically just like, okay, so all the Amazons are outlawed, so everyone but Diana's gonna go to that island and hide out.
As I said, we've seen it done better before.
Are you saying White Suit Arrow was better than this?
Yes.
Oh my.
Well, this is what I mean. It's just a rehash. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't need a rehash.
Yeah. Give us something different.
You know, like, I liked what they were kind of doing towards the end of that last run, but they kind of lost the plot. Like, I think people don't have a fundamental. I think Wonder Woman suffers from the same thing that Superman suffers from. They don't really actually understand the fundamental, like, building blocks of the character anymore because of, like, the reboots and stuff. And I feel like there's no Wonder Woman Bible anymore.
Yeah, I mean, she should basically be like the, how do I put this? The female Superman, where it's basically she should be another.
But she doesn't have to be the symbol of hope. She can be the more practical of the Trinity.
Oh yeah, that definitely. But it seems like they've gone too far in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Like, she's a warrior. She's not.
Well,
You know-
you know what she did one time tell Superman, you know why I don't have that many enemies, right? I'm not afraid to kill them. So like, you know, and that's what I appreciate because like she's an Amazon at heart, practicality, babes.
But I almost feel like sometimes they write her now where that's her first option, and it's like, no, that shouldn't be her first option. She shouldn't be afraid to kill an effer, but that shouldn't be her first option.
Yeah, exactly. I guess we could talk about Batman 144, but like they really need to like. I'm sorry, like these prices of $4.99. It's not. No offense to the writers or the artists or anything. I know that money's not going to you. If I knew the money was going to them, I wouldn't have a problem. But I'm pretty sure the money's not going to them.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how
the conclusion to the Joker year one. I'm just like, okay.
How do you,
I would rather the Red Hood gang have an actual book. So it's just like I'm just so frustrated that they're doing all the wrong things.
Yeah.
And the multiple timeline thing was just.
Yeah, I'm like,
mess.
if it's supposed to be Joker year one, do Joker year one. I don't need these flashes to the future. I'm like, what is?
They think the audience is A, stupid, and B, impatient. It's like, no, I wouldn't be impatient if you told a good story. Like, focus. Yeah. That's it. That's all you have to do is focus.
I know. And again, I mean, we kind of try. I mean, they kind of didn't do it. This one was better than the last time. Because remember last time that guy was training Joker to be Joker. I'm like,
yeah, that was dumb. You can't really train Joker to be Joker. That's the point.
Exactly. I mean, this one was more, once again, a Gordon story almost.
Yeah, and it's like, honestly, I think people forget that. Yeah, we were actually like not even that long ago clamoring for a GCPD book, and. They kind of screwed us again. And they decided to give Joker a book, even though it wasn't really Joker. It was Jim Gordon's book. We all know that.
Well, it worked better because, I mean, after that one, they did another Joker book, and I think...
Yeah, that other Joker book was a mess. Like, you can't give us too much of Joker. It has to be, like, very small doses. And they've just been going full throttle on the Joker shit. Like,
and once again, they've been playing on the same thing. First it was 3 Jokers, then that Joker series, there was 2 Jokers. It's like,
yeah,
he's supposed to be, unique. As we'll get to in April.
It's like, if you're gonna do the Joker, go ahead and reinvent the wheel. That's kind of the point. But like, I feel like he was too afraid to do it.
And that's the thing. Some of these writers have hit on the topic, but they're afraid to go, steer into it. Where it's basically like, yeah, each time you don't know what Joker you're going to get. You could get the sadistic murderer. You could get the, the playful prankster. It's like,
my Joker is a clown prince of crime. That is my Joker. That's the happy medium between all. I think.
But that's the thing. It's like he's so chaotic and insane. He could be a different guy each time.
Maybe he should be, but then that's too Moon Knight-y, yeah.
Well, no, not literally like multiple, but just like whatever mood he's in.
Because
Sometimes.
I feel like that would be the interpretation when you say that for most writers.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
wacky.
yeah. No, it's basically, what mood is he in? Is he going to kill everyone when he walks in the room, or is he just going to give him an exploding cigar that embarrasses him? Something.
Yeah, I think that's the double-edged sword of Batman Begins, right? And Dark Knight Rises, like the Nolan trilogy. I feel like people there's so much controversy now, like about it. It's like literally 50-50. So they're like, I know a lot of people would love to go back to that Nolan well, but they're too afraid because like now it's the cool thing to hate the Nolan trilogy. It was like you're gonna like Ben Affleck's Batman.
Oh God.
Okay. K. Schneider Brobot, whatever.
Let's boycott everything until they bring back the Snyderverse.
Go ahead and do that. See how far I get you.
I saw the weirdest one like a week or two ago. They're like, yeah, you know what we should do? We should boycott the Deadpool and Wolverine and so just go and support Madam Web. I'm like, what? What?
Babes, don't encourage Sony, but bro, I wonder if we can meme them into keeping Madam Web in theaters longer. It's like, no, we promise this time. It's not Morbid time. We promise we're gonna show we love women. Wah. Wah.
Oh,
like you should have put it out on March joint in Women's Month, stupid. Wah.
No, you know what? The Marvels and everything else, women, would come out and support it. Madam Web, no one was defending that.
Nobody. Oh, I feel so bad for them though. Like you do a movie, you hope for the best. But they read the script, they knew what it was. It was
again, they tricked them. They thought they were joining the MCU.
They definitely tricked Dakota Johnson.
Oh yeah. She thought she was going to join the MCU.
It's like, oh, babes, you didn't even do your research. Like everybody knows Julia Carpenter was the girl out of all four of them. Like you dummy, you should have signed up. Well, she doesn't have the assets really to be Julia Carpenter, so.
Oh!
What you do, bitch?
Burn.
It's like I totally understood the physical critiques of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I get it. Had they done it when they were supposed to have done it, we could have had Lucy Lawless. But no, they waited forever. Do you know how mad I will forever be mad about that? I would never not. It's almost Snickers level angry, honestly.
Oh my!
I love Lucy Lawless. Like she's a good human being. Unlike Kevin Sorbo. Sorry, Hercules. That bummed me out, man. I was just like, oh no, you're one of those?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Anywho,
Careful when you meet your heroes, kids.
Truly. World's Finest, I think, was my favorite book this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Like Kingdom Come is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
And we're doing doppelgangers, and Mark Waid gets into the weeds, but like in the best way because he's a fan. He loves it. You can just feel the love in the story,
Mm-hmm.
Good plot, good pacing. Can't really go wrong with Mark Waid and whatever company he's writing at. Just you can go ahead and pick up his book.
Exactly.
Archie, DC, whatever.
Yeah, wrapping up the Return to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I never really felt like we needed to go back to that well after that one time that person did it. But like I feel like this is like a redemption for that particular. I feel like he's like, ooh, that was not good. Let me show him how it's done. I just really feel like that was what that was about.
And I mean, you kind of get the origin for I always forget, is it Gog or Magog?
Doesn't matter.
I know. And then of course that beautiful Dan Mora art on this stuff.
Yeah. Like honestly, this is what I said, like a lot of these newbies are missing, like the heroism of it all that like inspires you to actually want to be a good person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's selling well. We're at issue 24, so like, what's not clicking, Steven?
Oh my!
it's really funny because like it's just like it's very emotional and she
Mhm.
shows the compassion of the characters and just like it's resonating with people. Like why why are we still doing what we're doing over there, DC?
I mean, World's fine. I mean, yeah, Mark Waid going for that timeless feel. So
It's like let's just it's okay, babes. Just admit. Look, listen. If they just admitted they made a mistake and they wanted to go back to before the original Crisis, nobody would bat an eyelash. We would applaud them. We would praise them. We go finally.
exactly. But if you do it, have some of these people.
You have to do it all the fucking way. No
Every
half-ass
step.
shit this time.
And
New
two,
52.
and two, you need to get a group together, sit down, and plot the whole damn thing out. You can't just half-ass.
Yeah, you need
your-
a big old powwow conference.
and you need your Mark Wades and the other people to sit down and be like, okay, if we do
You know
this,
what it is? The quote unquote editor in chief just really ain't editor in chiefing over there. Just to be quite frank. That's what it is. It's like I feel like they're too afraid to like try to make people collaborate or something.
what was it? I mean, it's harder these days when people are just all spread out.
It's called a Zoom, babes.
I know.
I do it fucking 5 times a day, 5 days a week.
I know.
So it's not actually.
Well,
hard. It's actually pretty easy.
Well, it's kind of hard to do that when you're forcing people to do like 20 books a month though too.
Yeah. Is it Marie? I don't think it's Marie still, right? No, it can't be.
No,
I don't know who's even over there anymore. She got put in 2020, so it's kind of hard to keep track of what's what because it's been chaotic last 4 years specifically. I think it is Marie. So no Tito shades at her. Just like I think that might also be why.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be called a bitch or hard to work with. Heaven forbid.
And do you think there's any divas over there where like, oh, I don't want to work with this one, or
Who's it? I mean, let's be honest. Out of all the new people, who can even afford to be a diva?
That's
all why they have like 90 books, right? Because like nobody can strike on their own like that.
Yeah.
Like no shit. The comic books ain't comic book. The comic book money never really was like money. It's like you get to do your passion and work with people that you've like looked up to and stuff. But like, really, truly,
yeah,
we all know. It's like, yeah, you could be a graphic designer, or you could actually make money. Like, you should be in marketing and sales if you want to make money.
There's a lot of jobs like that. It's like you better get into teaching for the love of it.
No, you'd be on food stamps, unfortunately, in America.
Yeah.
I mean, a private tutor worked at a private school, maybe not public school, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
In most states, anyway. Some states take care of their teachers. Very few, but some.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely my favorite book. I really like I said, I wasn't expecting to really like this particular arc, but he gets it.
All right.
He saw how badly it was done the last time they dipped into the well. I just really feel like it was a personal affront to him at that point.
Oh yeah, the Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah. Catwoman 62 was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. What you think about the Suicide Squad angle?
I said, of course, it had to happen. If you actually paid attention to like the world around, I was wondering when this was gonna happen. To be quite honest, that cover though, holy shit! I need that as a poster.
Oh my!
I like it a lot. It was really interesting and pretty. I liked it.
Oh yeah. I think that that purple suit like really sticks out more than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the purple suit.
Oh yeah, me too.
Honestly though, I would love to see somebody kind of do the gray suit, but I don't think they're allowed to. From the animated series, I don't think they're allowed to.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, remember when they did in the comics, it looked like a mouse. Come on.
True, but like now we have better options to make it pop and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I
think
like
it's time to revisit the gray suit eventually, though.
Yeah. I like the purple suit, although we can't see her armpits now.
Good.
Exactly. Oh, and of course.
Fetish. That's not a fetish I'm down for. So I'm like, no tea, no shade if that's your fetish. But like, that was freaking me out a little bit. And ironically, like I would have paid $4.99 for this book, but ironically, it's $3.99. It's like, babes, I don't think you know what you're doing.
And of course,
you know how to you got to take a note from McDonald's, right? Like normally, say for instance, a double cheeseburger is supposed to cost more than a McDouble because it has one less piece of cheese. But now, because more people ordered it, the McDouble's more expensive than the double cheeseburger, even though it only has one piece of cheese. I'm just saying, you gotta run the algorithms, bud.
And of course, we had to bring in Black Adam.
I'll be glad when that phase is over.
I know.
It's like, it's not a thing, babes. Stop trying to make it happen.
I know.
Please listen. I love the real Captain Marvel. I don't really care for this new interpretation of Black Adam. I just don't. Stop trying to make it a thing.
Exactly. I thought we all agreed this wasn't going to happen, DC.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. I can't take it anymore.
Why?
It's like, why is this in a Catwoman book? Like, what editorial mandate in their right mind would do this?
I was like, Suicide Squad and Black Adam. It almost seemed like someone was strongly suggesting stuff to Teeny Howard. It was
it feels like a strong arm. Hey, they probably was like, you know what? You're not gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna pencil this in.
Hey, there's a Suicide Squad video game coming out.
Well, it's not even good. So.
Oh, really? Really?
Servers are Brickle Frackles 6 ways to Sunday.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's like, babes, like, I need to be. It's a one-player game. Why the hell do you need a server? Like, we gotta go back to the old ways of fucking making video games. I can't take it. Don't make me whip out my Nintendo 64 and never look back again.
Oh, wow.
I got the HDMI upgrade. I will do it. Nintendo? PlayStation? Xbox? Please don't make me do it. The graphics are awful compared to now, but I'll do it.
Oh my god, show this Atari 2600 where characters just look like a couple dots.
Oh, no, I can't go back that far. I can't play the ET game. No. Oh, but my favorite part of the Catwoman book was definitely that high-intensity chase. I was nice. Really, that really gave the artist something to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I do feel like they were definitely pulling from, like, a little bit of the Burton verse, for sure.
Oh.
I think that's a good thing. I think that's one of a pretty imaginative take on Catwoman that a lot of people don't really dip into. So she had a little more attitude, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
She wasn't as bland as the last couple of Catwomans we've had. So
I do like that Teeny kind of used the whole Black Adam thing, so so Catwoman could see the goddess and stuff.
He had to be good for something.
And I just love for the first time, you know, Amanda Waller's going to set off that bomb in her head, and it's just like, oh, well, that happened.
It's like, oh, yeah, a little bit of magic. Sorry, babe. Sorry to disappoint.
I guess another life.
Oh, I mean, what's going to happen when she loses the last one? Like, can't really...
Back to normal, I guess.
Or do we... for a little bit? And like...
Oh, killer? I don't know. Unless she, like, sacrifices herself for, like, somebody in that last one, and then
better not be for Bruce, I know that much.
Some higher power sends her back, be like, okay, well, you're back to normal now, so don't be getting killed no more.
I do kind of like the recklessness of it. I do. It's pretty fun.
Well, maybe that's going to be the lesson where she's like, you know, I've always been careful before, and this 9 lives thing is...
I mean, not careful enough. She ended up being in love with Bruce for whatever damn reason.
Oh! Whoa.
I'm telling you, like, everybody, like, the way I know that sexuality is not a choice is because straight women have to deal with straight men sometimes. Some straight men are awful.
I don't know how you women deal with men. I don't know.
Superior Puss.
A book that was worth $4.99. Nightwing 111. I enjoyed the story. I kind of skipped a couple of issues, but I like this issue.
Yeah, well, I know last time it was like a Beast World tie-in, but yes.
Yeah. Okay, you understand.
Yeah. So how'd you feel about the whole Batman Nightwing thing? And
it had to be said.
What?
I don't like. Everybody was pitching this as like a good point to jump onto. I'm like, no,
I mean,
no.
it kind of was the start of a new story, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just Nightwing's still suffering the effects of whatever's keeping him from leaping. Yeah.
And I feel like some particular blogger, I won't name names, but I was reading one of the reviews and they were like, "Oh, this is Taylor's penultimate arc of Nightwing," and I'm just like, okay, relatable content for me. Thank you.
As she's drinking.
Exactly. Well, not really.
Not now.
Unfortunately. But yeah, I love that. Like, well, see, this is what I'm saying. It's like Tom Taylor gets the core of Nightwing, right? That
Yeah.
he's better than Batman for so many different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I said, I like Tom Taylor on Nightwing.
Yeah, and then, I mean, again, he uses the flashbacks, in a way that works.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't have to roll my eyes so hard I gave myself a headache for the flashbacks. Sorry, Spawn. Spawn 350.
Oh my! 5
This
minutes.
is my least favorite thing, but it's like, how did I get here? Let's rewind. It's like, babes, that's been done to death.
5 minutes ago.
I wonder how he's gonna wrap it up. What he's gonna leave for the new writers to pick up, or if they're just gonna blow Bloodhaven up and he's living in freaking Ivy Town. I don't know.
And I just wonder what is he going to be leaving Titans too when he does that, because he is writing Titans.
Definitely, Titans has been down in the issues, bro. Like doing bad numbers.
I mean, I like his writing style. I feel bad about saying this, but I wonder if Beast World was like kind of like a last shot to get numbers up for Titans and stuff.
Failed miserably, from everything I understand. So
I mean, yeah, I didn't see anybody really talking about it or anything.
now I'm gonna tell you this is definitely a ton. It's like Stacks. My guy was pissed. He's like, this thing's not moving at all.
Oh yeah, I think my guy said there weren't a lot of orders for it.
So I think Titans needs a more classic approach now. I think a lot of things need to go back to basics. I think we've just been so overblown with the crossovers, the over the top storytelling, that we've lost the core of the characters, and like that's just not interesting to read. Like that's the beauty of the Titans dynamic, right?
And they really kind of like promised a little too much, because they're like, oh, there's no Justice League, the Titans are going to be it, and it's just like, I don't know if they completely
did not follow through on that promise.
No.
I thought that would have been interesting, and then it just was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they weren't. Well, they really, until like Beast World, they really didn't give them like a big threat to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think a lot of the Titan characters are way more interesting than a lot of the main characters in Justice League.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they needed a big threat, something like Darkseid and Math or something.
I think we're done with Darkseid. I think that needs to rest for a while.
Oh, I know.
Doomsday, that can rest for a while.
Well, Darkseid was like, because of the Snyderverse, it's just like over at Marvel, it's like where Thanos was everywhere for a while there. It's just like no.
Not really, honestly, with how they did Thanos. I'm not very comfortable with the thought of Galactus, but
as long as he's not a giant cloud, it'll be an improvement.
He will be a giant. I'm telling you, mark my words. He's gonna be a giant fucking cloud. It's gonna be hilarious. Mark my words.
I need this thing to be, like Lil's favorite thing. It needs to be giant and purple.
I prefer normal flesh colors. Thank you very much.
I thought you liked extra blood flow. Hail.
That's too much.
Oh my!
That's to go see your doctor, but I hate to be the one to tell you. That's to go see a doctor.
That's like, hey, is that Viagra lasting more than 4 hours?
Scream it!
I am gonna shout out John Constantine, Hellblazer, Dead in America #2.
Oh,
sorry,
yes.
I know it's not really, but I just
no. I read it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to get John. At least they have the Hellblazer in it, right? I feel like that was like a shout out, a call to action for the fans. So, we're dealing with Swamp Thing. Like, I definitely really feel like this is a call to action. Like, hey guys, look, I'm trying to get them back to basics.
Oh yeah. Reset and everything. Yeah.
At least Clarice isn't as annoying as Abby, so
Oh, her.
Finally, a female character within that universe is not fucking annoying. I love it.
I know, and they're really, I'm telling you, they're really rolling everything back because they mentioned old continuity too. It's like, oh yeah, well, was that the thing that took over your body so it can impregnate his wife? And
Yep. But it's a drug-induced journey, so I was like, Mephisto.
oh yeah, yes.
Nothing will ever be as good as Mephisto's mushrooms.
That's the thing. They'll never admit New 52 is a mistake, but man, we pretty much rolled it all back. So.
Just do it officially. I promise. Put out a new encyclopedia. Just go big. Just do it. Just
It was
do
almost
it.
just like almost just like a silent agreement. They were like, "We'll never speak of this again if you guys never speak of it again." Okay.
No, I need a fucking apology, DC. New 52 reading for a while because of New 52.
You know, it'd be so funny. Put out like an apology video where it'd just be like, okay, we're sorry for this, and put up a picture of Casual Friday Superman, and be like, we're sorry for this. Put up something. We need an apology video, DC.
Definitely. I think that should wrap it up for all the DC books that I really wanted to talk about. Any other book you want to? Oh, let me make sure. Actually, before I do that, make sure there wasn't a Scooby-Doo Mysteries. I don't think it was. It's not in the pile, so I don't think it was.
Bro. Yeah, I'll look at my list.
I think that's next week. So yeah, no, I think I hit on everything. I'm not gonna talk about Titans, obviously. Sorry.
Yeah. No, we're good.
Oh wait, I will just ask you, how are you feeling about Green Lantern War Journal?
I mean, it's all right. It's again, it's so weird because all the lanterns are basically off doing their own thing, and like
what's the point of being a core if you're not gonna be a core together?
I know. Well, again, I think it's. I mean, with what Jeremy Adams is doing, I mean, they're going to come together eventually, but yeah, it's so weird. It's like, yeah, Hal's come by a ring by a different source, John's come to a ring by a different source, and yeah, just weird. I'm here for it. I'm still waiting. Oh, and then did you read last week's new Green Lantern issue? We got a Kal Rayner backup.
Oh yeah, you mentioned it, but I didn't read
because
it.
because it is his anniversary.
It's
30 years. 30 years.
You know, I found some Guy Gardner Green Lantern stuff. Like I think it was 2 weeks ago. Like somebody just sold their whole run. I was like, that's weird.
Is it like 90s stuff or?
Yeah.
Ugh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you bought it originally, you might as well keep it. It'll be worth something eventually. Because nobody bought the stuff in the first place.
Yeah, but I was gonna say it might go up a little in value because isn't he gonna be in the James Gunn stuff?
We'll see. Listen, James Gunn has made a lot of promises, and we'll just have to see how I feel about it.
I thought that's who Nathan Fillion was playing, or was that somebody else?
Nathan Fillion.
I can't remember. There was. I swear they had a name. They were.
Oh, this is okay.
And then are we ever gonna get that Green Lantern show? They keep promising.
Right? I've
Well, I think they went again, just like Daredevil. They went back to the drawing board or something. So
I mean, I get he used to do some animated stuff, but like that's just an interesting choice. He was like the voice of Steve Trevor. Like that's as far as his DC affiliation should ever go. And that was in Emerald Knights, which is not the best DC animated movie. Oh, well, Justice League Doom also not great. I think he did it in Flashpoint Paradox too, which is the best one. Whatever. Good for him.
All right, are we done?
We're done.
Wrap
it up.
All right, kids. So next time, like I said, we're going to be 2 more weeks of Batman 66. Next week, we are going to cover the 2-parter from season 2, His Honor the Penguin and Dishonor the Penguin, where the Penguin runs for mayor. And then for season 3, we're going to do a 3-parter, The Londinium Larcenies, The Foggiest
The
Notes,
Londinium.
and The Bloody Tower. Yes, and we'll add Batgirl to the cast.
Yeah, that didn't last too long now, did it?
She was just the last season. It was
yeah, exactly. It was such a shame. I was like, oh, they were getting so good. They just really loved purple.
I love purple. All right, so, and then of course the month wraps up with a review of Azrael 10 through 12. Which
F in the chat for Russell Sanity.
well, I think he said he's not making it this month. So I'm like, oh, we broke him. We broke him. All right. So yeah, send us all your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, pick up some Capes and Lunatics merchandise, t-shirts, cups, and of course, just like a pebble to the head, if you want to just rain the money on us, yes, you can use that Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And of course, the Patreon, where you never know what you're gonna get. Like you said, like Lil said, our February episode, you got some sexy time.
Spicy.
Oh, that's naughty.
And of
I do
course,
think that should be an annual event. I think we should do it as an annual event.
okay. And of course, in March, we're gonna get some little Hellfire conspiracy theories to put on your tinfoil hats, kids. All right, so find everything at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. And you can find Miss Lilith Hellfire on the Facebooks for 5 minutes once a month.
That's what I'm accepting friend requests. Like I said, I'll give you a like. I'll put a comment on your picture. That's what friends do on Facebook.
When the moon's in the proper orbit.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Do them both.
Oh my.
Shut up and just lay there.
Like you're getting pebble torture.
Oh my. That's
spread it. Spread them out. How hard is it?
Hey-oh. Thank you for joining us again. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks of Batman 66. Again, next week, Penguin runs for mayor. Well, the first time he did it. And again, is it so far-fetched? Look at our public officials.
Yeah, I mean, Trump was the president, so why not?
Yeah, Penguin would be one of those guys. Oh, Trump's not a bad guy. We need a dictator, maybe. The hellscape. All right, kids. So, yes. Remember, join us again. So apropos this time. Join us next time. Join us same bat time.
Same bat channel. We are the night. The Batman Podcast.
The most superior puss is yet to come.